Okay, we're live one more time here on December 2nd. Huh, December 2nd, 2021. Okay, we're going to have a kind of short one today. We're going to talk about women. Man, I see you young guys all perked up. Oh, you single young guys, that is. So anyway, yes, that's what we're going to talk about. Uh, if I can get this computer working, I'll be in good shape. it's not cooperating today anyway. Here we go. So, and this camera, obviously, I didn't do what I thought I did. It's sitting kind of high. Hope you guys can see me okay. So, really, what I want to talk about is relationships. So, here we go. Starting out, don't take anyone for granted. Society in general, I should say, society in general promotes the myth that only men take others for granted. What a bunch of baloney. It's the best way I can say it. I've had the opportunity over the last 45 years to counsel with and talk with many people. What I have found is it's about a 50-50 split. That's reality. The baloney they push on Hollywood and in the mainstream media is just pure baloney. It's about 50-50 men and women with the attitude of taking others for granted. But the Hollywood and the media, of course, they want sensationalism. Oh man, guys are so, oh man, men are this. What a crock. Does anybody take time to do research and find out the truth? No, they pick out the few instances, which are lower percentage of what's really happening, and blow it up all out of proportion. Excuse me. Oh, by the way, my new 2022 mug will be out in December. Well, this is December. Later this month, it'll be out, and you can order the new 2022 mug, and it's going to be $20, and I think the shipping's $8.95 or $7.95. Anyhow, shipping has gone up. Anyhow, order one. Go to my website, www.astepabove.life. Get a whole cupboard full of mugs. Anyway, let me move on here. So I want to approach this from the guy side. Why? Because I'm a guy. Okay, here we go. Never act as if you own your girl. Man, I remember being a teenager and these bullies and punks that like to go around beating up on people because they thought they were so tough and all. They would get a girlfriend, and then they want to own the girlfriend. If the girlfriend looked at another guy, or they talked to them like, oh, they want to beat that guy up, and they actually would. This has been a long time ago, but they would actually grab the girl by the arm, maybe squeeze it too hard or whatever. That's unacceptable. That is unacceptable. It was then, it is now. So you don't own anybody. And girls, you don't own the guy either. She is an individual. She has dreams, goals, likes, dislikes. She has her own thoughts. Also goes for your wife. When you get married, you don't own your wife. Oh man, I am going there. I've seen guys that think because I'm married now, look at me, buddy, I've got this beautiful girl and she's mine. Well, yes and no. She is your wife. You are her husband, but you don't own how she acts and what she does. Hopefully you've dated long enough to figure out each other's personalities and we're still attracted enough to each other to get married. Um, there are girls and guys that are what we used to call flirts. I don't know what they call them now. They were harmless flirts. They just like the attention of guys. Well, girls, let me tell you, that's not acceptable either, no more than a guy flirting is acceptable. The reason is once you're married, your spouse needs to know you're faithful to them. And these girls that want to make guys jealous by flirting with other guys, or guys that want to make girls jealous by flirting with other girls, that's wrong. It's moronic is the best word I can say on this podcast. Anyway, your spouse is a partner with you in your union. All right. For all of my Christian friends out there, the Bible does say the man must make the final decision on major choices, opportunities, big time stuff. Why? Because somebody has to be held responsible. So guys, you are held responsible. Whatever you do in your marriage, I don't care what kind of wife you marry, you are responsible for making the best decision possible with the information you have. Not, oh, my wife told me to, you moron. No. You and your wife need to discuss what's going on. The wife needs to give her input without any repercussions or rolling the eyeballs from you. And then you need to make a decision. It's your responsibility. Okay. And there are egotists, and I can't fix dumb. So there's men and women, they're so into themselves. Man, they think everything ought to be like I want it to. No, no, and no. Okay, here we go. Viable, growing relationships are a series of compromises over the years. That's how you build a good marriage. You don't build a good marriage by being a dictatorship, either spouse. You build a good marriage by talking things out sensibly, not yelling and hollering at each other. And you never, ever yell and holler or disagree loudly in front of the kids or say anything negative about the spouse in front of your children. When y'all have a disagreement after the kids are going to bed, go outside or go in your room and close the door and turn the radio or TV or whatever on so that the sound doesn't go through the house, and discuss whatever it is. Children need to feel secure and certain that their parents are on the same page. So let me read you this. Just what is an egotist? A conceited, boastful person, a selfish person. I didn't say that. The dictionary did. So anyway, what has been your approach to your interactions in life? Appreciation rules. For people to know that you appreciate them and things they do, you need to give genuine thank yous. Not baloney, not give them a pat on the back thinking you get more work out of them. They know that's baloney. When I had employees at the hospital, and one of my employees, usually all of them at some time did, but so one of my employees went just a little bit above and beyond what their normal requirements were for the job. Sometime during the day, I notice and I say, hey, what a great job on getting those cobwebs down out in the stairwell. I appreciate that. That's been bugging me, and I meant to mention to you, but you took care of it. Thank you. That's all I said and went on. I had the best employees in my environmental service department of any hospital on the planet. Man, my employees are super fantastic. Anyway, but I always would compliment and thank them for just a little stuff, just little stuff. And I empowered them by giving them the confidence that when they had to make a decision, I was going to back them up. I was the manager. It's my job to back them up, not lambaste them or some other department heads complaining about them. And I go, oh, yeah, they don't know. I say, if my employee made that decision, they had a reason to make that decision. And I back them up, period. So you do the same thing with your family. Sometimes when your kid is at fault, you know he's at fault. You acknowledge he's at fault. Maybe it's another parent telling you something he did, and you say, man, I hate that, and I apologize that he acted that way, or he did that. I'll take care of it. Dad, you are responsible. You didn't say anything about it bad about your child. You just acknowledged that whatever it was unacceptable, and you would take care of it. Then you talk to your child and find out, son, what were you thinking at the time this happened? And then listen so that you understand what their thinking process was at that time. A lot of times it's not what you thought it was. And the end result may not have been what they had intended. Okay, let me move on here. In general, my wife and I have always chosen to say a simple thank you when we do general stuff for each other, or the kids would do stuff, and maybe they picked up we were watching TV in the living room, and they picked up the popcorn bowl and the glasses and took them back to the kitchen for my wife. Both of us would say, well, thank you. Appreciate that. Because it makes it easier on my wife. Women. Okay, guys, some of you were wondering. Here we go. When I was dating, I always opened the car door and other doors for whomever I was dating. That was one of the courtesies. I'm focusing on that one. Some guys will just do this just to impress the girl. Oh, man, he opens my car door for me. And then they get serious dating and get married. Some of them they get serious dating, and those little niceties kind of go away, and you wonder, well, what happened to him? Or you get married and it's like, okay, we're married now. No, I've been opening the car door for my wife for 48 years and other doors. And I do that for other women and men. Sometimes I get to the door, maybe a little ahead of a guy. It would be rude and awkward to just rush in the door and let it slam in the other guy's face. So I hold the door for him and motion him on in. It's courtesy, just courtesy. So let your wife know that you enjoy a particular meal, or something simple like, I really like your hair in that style. Or, man, you make that dress look stunning, or that outfit look stunning. Always give a genuine compliment. Don't ever fake it, because they will know. But if you give a genuine compliment, they go, oh, really? Because they know they put it on. They went through all the machinations to make it look nice. It's nice that somebody notices. I look nice. Thank you very much. So to tie it all together, think of balance. Most women like consistency. It gives them a true sense of security. And women most women like security, to feel I'm taken care of. You know, I have my part to do, but my spouse is going to take care of anything that I can't handle. So when you let her know that you appreciate her, she experiences sustained confidence in the marriage union that y'all share. So check out my website, www.astepabove.life. Buy my book. Let's see, which one is it now? A Hard Oiled, OILED, Mystery. It's on Amazon under J. Wesley Booth. You can also connect with that on my website. And I'm looking for about 1,000 new Patreon subscribers. That website is patreon.com/a-step-above. And I've got 3 different levels that you can join at that. You can read those. Anyway, make it a super week and compliment your spouse, compliment your kids, compliment your coworkers, but make sure it's genuine.